E.N.D here. Nearly 2 years ago, Wizards of the Coast released a new product that took everyone by the storm, Secret Lair. Secret Lair drops are Wizards of the Coast way of recognizing and taking advantage of the secondary market, because for the first time in Magic the Gathering history, Wizards of the Coast are printing and selling single cards. Basically, that's what Secret Lair drops are, selling single cards. On the other hand, no one can argue how gorgeous and stunning these cards are, with new artwork, sometimes by well-established artists, different borders, different foliage, crossover, and shocking as possible. Personally, I always sustained my support for such products, and they have been very successful for Wizards of the Coast in bringing in that extra cash in their pockets. And I'm sure that's the main reason why nowadays on a monthly basis we are getting more drops released. To celebrate the 2 years anniversary of the launch of the Secret Lair drops, we have a new super drop. Yes, a new super drop. 9 drops in all, just 2 weeks after the end of October super drops.
Blasphemy! This is madness!
Madness. This is Wizards!
Can you please give it a break? I don't think so. But is it worth it to buy Secretversary 2021? As always, to determine the worthiness of a drop, I will break down the content of each drop, evaluate the value on the secondary market where possible, rate in terms of worthiness, and give you my personal advice. Let's start. And I want to start with the latest entry in the universe's Beyond brand, Secret Lair Cross Arcane. Arcane is a 2021 animated streaming television series. It's set in the League of Legends universe. Yes, the multiplayer online battle arena game. Actually, this series is more of a prequel to the game's settings. Contrary to the crossover with The Walking Dead and Stranger Things, Secret Lair Cross Arcane will not feature mechanically unique cards, but reprints. 4 out of these 7 cards, including Ristic Study, will be skinned, which means that the card will get a new Arcane themed alternate art, flavor text, and an additional card name. Price: 2 versions, non-foil $29.99, $34.99, foil version $39.99, $44.99. Content value approximately $48. The most expensive card in this drop is Unstable Harmonics, or as we better know it, Ristic Study, one of the best draw spells in Commander, valued at around $30. Then we have Seize the Day, valued at around $7. The remaining 5 cards have a combined value of around $11. But don't forget, we're getting new artwork for Path to Exile and Run Dynamo. Verdict: worth it 80%. I believe it's the first time that I'm giving a Universes Beyond crossover less than 100%, and there's a reason why. First, even though these type of crossover cards will not see a reprint in the same artwork, these are not mechanically unique cards, they are reprints. Also, you are just buying a gorgeous Ristic Study. On the other hand, I'm sure that Ristic Study will be targeted and reprinted in future Magic sets. Next year, 2022, we will get Jumpstart 2022, Commander Legends 2, and Double Masters 2. Don't you think that Ristic Study wouldn't feature in one of these sets? My advice: yes, to buy this drop, but don't overdo it. Second drop, it's also part of the Universes Beyond drop and part of the crossover with Arcane, Secret Lair Cross Arcane Lens. As said, also part of the crossover with Arcane, and it features 5 basic lens, 1 for each color, each portraying an iconic location directly from the show. Price: also here, 2 versions, $29.99, $34.99, the foil version $39.99, $44.99. Content value: 0. As always, when we talk about basic lens, we cannot extract a value from the secondary market. Basic lens are the most common, most used, and non-valuable cards in Magic the Gathering. Even though there are basic lens that have value, just take a look at Alpha Basics and Guru Lens, we cannot compare the Arcane Lens to these cards, only because Alpha Basics and the Guru Lens value is derived by their rarity. Verdict: worth it 20%. This will be the 5th Secret Lair drop featuring basic lens. Previously we had Godzilla Lens, Bob Ross Lens, the Unfathomable Lens, and the Full Text Lens. I'm afraid that we're getting too much special basic lens with no particularity at all. Godzilla Lens and Bob Ross were iconic because of Godzilla and Bob Ross. The Unfathomable Lens and the Full Text Lens had something special that you're not going to see in any future products, but the Arcane Lens, I'm not seeing anything important. They just look like basic lens from a future return on Kaladesh. My advice: why spend money on these? Third drop, Welcome to Castle Dracula, a particular drop featuring an invite to dinner at Dracula Castle. It's more a continuation to the Crimson Vow Dracula series. Similar to the Dracula series, the 3 cards chosen in this drop are also skinned. Hunger of the Ancient One skinned on Exquisite Blood, Night's Feeder Visitation skinned on Night's Whisper, and Dracula Tomb skinned on Phyrexian Tower. Price, 2 versions, non-foil $29.99, $34.99, foil version $39.99, $44.99. Content value approximately $58. The most expensive card is Hunger of the Ancient One, or as we know it, Exquisite Blood, a must card in any vampire deck, valued at around $37. Then we have Dracula's Tomb, that is Phyrexian Tower, valued at around $18, and Night's Feeder Visitation, the common card Night's Whisper, is valued at around $3. Verdict, worth it 70%. Here we are talking about a drop which has a content value of about $58 versus a price tag of $30. Therefore, you cannot deny that this is worth it. Plus, you have to add the Dracula theme and artwork. Just one thing you need to be aware of, and I'm going to repeat this multiple times during this video. The cards in this drop will surely see more reprints in future products, so be very careful, as with every new reprint, the value of singles will drop. My advice, I would buy the foil version, look gorgeous. 4th drop, the Dracula Lens, a particular drop featuring another 5 basic lens, 1 for each color, and all of them have a Dracula theme. Price, 2 versions, non-foil $29.99, $34.99, foil version $39.99, $44.99. Content value, 0. As discussed during the Arcane Lens evaluation, basic lens cards, even though they are essential for the game, they don't hold any value at all, with the exception of some rare or special lens. Verdict, worth it 50%. I'm giving a better worth it percentage than the Arcane Lens only because these are full art basic lens and feature Dracula. I don't believe that Wizard of the Coast would be printing something similar in the future, so yes, they have something special. My advice, just buy 1 or 2 copies if you are really in Dracula myth. 5th drop, Flipped Completely, Utterly, Totally Lost, a particular drop featuring a beloved character from Ravnica, Flipped. In this drop artwork, our Flipped is really totally lost. Can you find him? Anyway, price, 2 versions, non-foil $29.99, $34.99, foil version $39.99, $44.99. Content value approximately $26. The most expensive cards in this drop are Intruder Alarm and Lorwyn Sheldock Isle. Both cards are valued at around $9. The last 3 cards, another Path to Exile, told you these cards will be seeing more and more reprints. Frantic Search and Well of the Lost Dreams have a combined value of around $8. Verdict, worth it 25%. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any value in this drop. It's more a way to capitalize on our beloved Ravnica character Flipped. The artwork looks interesting, but that's all. My advice, stay away of this drop. 6th drop, Crocodile Ejections Monstrous Menagerie, a particular drop featuring 5 creatures, Ravenous Chupacabra, Managorger Hydra, Pathbreaker Ibex, Temur Cybertooth, Winding Constrictor. All cards are borderless and illustrated by legendary cowboy Crocodile Ejection. Price, 2 versions, $29.99, $34.99, the non-foil version, edged foil $39.99, $44.99. Therefore, this drop is only available non-foil and edged foil and not available in the traditional foil. Content value approximately $34. The most and only valuable card in this drop is Commander 15 Pathbreaker Ibex, valued at around $27. The other 4 cards have a combined value of $7. Basically, you are buying a copy of Pathbreaker Ibex. Verdict, worth it 55%. As said, you are paying $30 for a copy of Pathbreaker Ibex, as the other cards in this drop have very little value. And don't forget that Pathbreaker Ibex was printed only in a Commander product, which means that the value of this card is derived mainly from its low print run. The card was never reprinted in a main set. Also consider that Pathbreaker Ibex and the other 4 cards can be and will see more reprints in future products. My advice, skip this too unless you're a fan of Crocodile Ejection. 7th drop, Far Out Man, a particular drop featuring iconic blue spells gorgeously illustrated by Matteos Manhanini. For those of you that don't know who Matteos Manhanini is, he's mostly known for his works on the comic Marvel Voices. Price, 2 versions, non-foil $29.99, $34.99, and back to traditional foil $39.99, $44.99. Content value approximately $31. Same as the Crocodile Ejections drop, the most and only valuable card in this drop is Mystical Tutor, valued at around $23. The other 4 cards have a combined value of $9, including a copy of Fabricate, valued at around $6. Verdict, worth it 60%. Again here, you are paying $30 for a copy of Mystical Tutor, with 2 added benefits in the form of Fabricate and Counterspell. The only thing that increases the worthiness of this drop is the artwork by Matteus Manhanini, which no one can deny how stunning these cards are. My advice, I would skip this drop, but if you are a blue player, then go for it. 8th drop, Pixel Snow Lens.jpg, a particular drop featuring 5 snow cover lens, 1 for each color, beautifully pixelated by artist Jubilee. Price, 3 versions, non-foil $29.99, $34.99, traditional foil and etched foil $39.99, $44.99. Content value, approximately $5. It's the same discussion for basic lens. Snow covered lens are considered as basic lens, but they are considered more rare because they were printed only in 4 sets: Ice Age, Cold Snap, Modern Horizon and Kaldheim, and that's why I gave them a value of $1 each. Verdict, worth it 40%. If we compare these snow cover lens with the ones that have a high print run of a standard or modern sen, then this drop is not worth it. In my opinion, the only thing that increases the worthiness of this drop is this pixelated artwork by Jubilee. Also, don't forget, this is the second time that a snow covered lens drop is released. My advice, keep scrolling down. 9 drop, and we are finally in the last drop. Heads I win, tails you lose. This is not your normal drop of 3, 5, 8, 12 cards. This is a commander deck. Yes, a 100 card commander deck, full stacked with tokens, a coin, life counter, deck box, etc, etc. Directly from Gavin Verhey Secret Vault. Honestly, I didn't know that Gavin Verhey had a secret vault. Price, $99.99, $115.99. 5 cards will have foil reversible effect, 45 cards will have a traditional foil effect, and the rest 50 cards will be non-foil. Content value approximately $200. This Secret Lair commander deck is full of value, and I'm sure that Wizards of the Coast did their homework well to give us a very strong commander deck loaded with value. You have 7 cards that have a value of more than $10. The most expensive ones are Shadow Spear, Cracked Stump, and Gamble, and then you have a good number of $6 plus cards, including Spark Double, Embercleave, Stitch in Time, and Seize the Day. Verdict, worth it 100%. This is the first time that Wizards of the Coast released a such Secret Lair drop, and as said, I'm sure they don't want to fail. Even though the 2 commander partners chosen are not valuable, the rest 98 cards hold a good chunk of value. By this, opening it and sell the singles, you will be in profit. I also believe this is one of those drops in sealed that have potential growth in value. My advice, yes, go for this. My last note, even though Secret Lair drops are usually packed with value, and even the low value drops are appreciating in value at a steady pace, the frequency of the release of these drops is becoming unbearable by the community. How much money can we continue to spend? Honestly, I always bought the drops that I deemed worth it or those that I really liked, but if Wizards of the Coast are not going to put a break on the release of these drops, a lot of players, collectors and investors will start to divert their money in something else. Also, we have to consider the serialized cards. We don't know if these drops will have a new version of a serialized card, which is driving the market crazy. Leave me a comment below which drop you are considering buying, and here's the subscription button. Subscribe for my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.